Hello, my dear friends. My name is Mario Pedro Gould. You are now tuned into the Alpha Success Network, and I'd like to begin today's conversation with two words, and the two words go something like this: intellectual tone. Intellectual tone. Do you immerse yourself in environments that have an intellectual tone? Do you listen to material that have an intellectual tone? Do you interact with individuals that have an intellectual tone? On this platform, I speak about holistic, successful living. That one area where I believe that I haven't really put an emphasis on is on the importance of developing your ability to think critically. You know what I'm saying? Developing your intellectual capacity. So that's what we're going to be exploring today. I just finished a whole day seminar called Capitalism and Morality. I'm here at the Siegel Graduate School of Business, Simon Fraser University, and it was a very empowering seminar. I decided to come on out here today and just stretch my mind and learn different material from what I usually expose myself to. So before I actually go into the importance of developing your intellectual capacity and how that relates to you living successfully, I'm just going to share with you some of the topics that I actually was listening to today, so you can get a feel for what I mean by an intellectual tone. So there's a lot of subjects. It's been from 8 o'clock to 6 o'clock, jam-packed with speeches. But some of the speeches that stood out was a speech on climate change, a speech on moral theory, a speech on recycling, how to solve conflicts, migration to the West, wars in America, emerging markets, and just the challenges that different places in the world are facing as it pertains to the issue of water. Now, this seminar that I attended was filled with some of the finest minds talking about philosophy, talking about freedom, just talking about things that have a global impact. But here is the very interesting lesson that I picked up when I was in this seminar. 90% of the individuals that were speaking in this seminar were a very successful businessmen. So I was blown away to find successful businessmen not specifically talking about money, but talking about global issues that are affecting the direction of the world, talking about history and where the world is going to. And as I was sitting in this seminar throughout the course of the day, it just hit me in my head that majority of people who are very successful in life have developed very high level of intellectual abilities, thinking critically and looking at their lives as a part of the world, and they study and know information about what is going on in the world. And that really drove a message to me that I have to myself become more well-rounded in my understanding of what is going on in the world at large, because my ability to think on a macro scale as opposed to a micro scale, my ability to think on a macro scale, a global scale, really empowers me to solve bigger and bigger problems for the world at large, which results in higher levels of success. So I want to encourage you, the viewer of the Alpha Success Network, to really start thinking about success in a different way. Instead of only focusing on yourself individually, begin to learn about what is actually going on in the world and how you relate to the world. And I do believe that this will really blow open your consciousness, blow open your mind, enable you to think bigger, wider, vaster. And this expansion of consciousness, I do believe, would raise up your ability to be more successful in life. Okay, so that's what I noticed. Second lesson that I'd like to share with you is that when I was inside this seminar today on capitalism, on morality, I felt like my mind was really, really, what's the word I'm looking for? The room was full of intellectual individuals. And because the room was just full of intellectual individuals, I felt like my mind itself was raised to a higher level of intelligence. You know what I'm saying? As I'm going throughout the course of the day, I'm not always meeting intelligent people after intelligent people, but in this room, everybody in the room was intelligent. We're having intelligent conversations. You know what I'm saying? And that really raised me up mentally, my consciousness. So the second lesson for you is, who are you surrounding yourself with, and what is it that they are doing to your mind? Feel me? Here's the last lesson that I'm going to share with you. As I was networking with these individuals, the people in the room were a very, very interesting group of people that led me to the conclusion that where you hang out can support or hold you back from living successfully. I met three individuals, actually two individuals. One is a CEO of investment mining company here, and another one is a CEO of a very, very well-renowned asset management company in the billions of dollars. And I got their contact information. We exchanged contact information. I'm going to have meetings with them next week. So I want you to see what just happened right there. I placed myself in an intellectual environment. There's other intellectual people. There's other business-minded people, very successful business-minded people. And from this common space that we are in together, we can begin to develop relationships that will definitely have a profound impact in the direction of my future as I add and create value for them. Successful, intelligent people hang out in different circles from unsuccessful, unintelligent people. I mean, unsuccessful and intelligent people. Those two groups of people hang out in different environments. And I really, really do believe that the more success somebody has, the more sophisticated they are intellectually. So look for environments where you can enhance your intellectual capacity, meet other fine minds, and develop your network. And as you hang around other fine minds, develop your network, you'll also develop your network, while at the same time beginning to get a wider scope of the globe. So that's been my experience. It's been a beautiful, beautiful experience, and I wish I knew this information 10 years ago. And I'm so excited about the information that I share with you on this channel, because I'm not one of those people that was born rich from the get-go. I started right from the bottom of the map, and I'm building myself up mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, in every single way, including wealth. And by the time I get to the top of exactly where I'm going, everything would have been recorded about how I actually got there. So you got the jewels right now. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful next 24 hours. Adios.